Sure, I have the latest and greatest technology that camera gods have ever laid upon this flat earth, but that doesn't mean I'm happy. I have the A7S III, couldn't beat that thing. I don't care. I want something different. I want new things. So I'm gonna pray to the world that I receive some of these. I've made a list of things I'd like to try and probably won't even like, but I deserve to try them someday.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So this is going to be a bit of a strange episode in the sense that I've ordered a restraining order against you to keep 15 feet away from me at all times. Is there somebody approaching me? Too bad they're not in the shot. Oh, so this is a list of camera gear I'd like to try. Some new things have been announced, and it's weird. When you have an A7S III, there's almost nothing to look forward to other than lenses for it. But every time I think of getting one, it's like, what would beat the 20mm 1.8 for me? Like nothing. It's so versatile. I'm thinking of selling that Batis. Why even have the thing? Because the 20 does everything better. I can at least use it for vlogging. It's more stable, and it has an autofocus manual switch where the Batis doesn't. It's like, I compromise just for that one better look in my living room. But then I gotta switch lenses if I want to work out because it's not wide enough. Oh, the plight is real. This tripod is heavy as dicks. Oh man, I thought it was cheap or lighter. I was looking up that monopod. That was the light thing. This is 461 grams. The Viwa. Oh my god. So I wouldn't mind trying that Sony a7 IV for wildlife abilities. With the 200 to 600, I put in an order, a request to Sony. I was like, hey, do you want to send one of this? Like, I'll review it, no problem. They're like, yeah, we'll get back to you. Haven't heard a whisper in the night. They do not want that lens in my hands. I don't have a lot of faith that the animal eye detect autofocus in video is coming to the Sony a7S III, or my focus breathing technology. I want to see it. We're not getting none of that. So it'd be nice to have something like that, and you can punch into APS-C in 4K. There's some crop. 200 to 600 in APS-C? Dare you dream it. Oh, I almost hit her with my car. That is what I meant. Shut up. I've also been dreaming of that 16 to 35 Tony 2.8. I just kind of want to try it, but it's like, it's so expensive and big. I think I'd regret it. Because it is a 2.8, so I guarantee you that 20mm kills it. It's a 1.8. There's no lens that can beat that thing for versatility. Even getting the G Master, which is also on this list, the 24mm 1.4, that'd be nice, but then, oh, I can't vlog with it. It's too heavy. This is heavy as dicks. My dream was to get the Olympus with the 25mm 1.8 on the end of this thing. Are you kidding yourself? Oh, it's so heavy. Are there any Sony lenses left on my list? I think that's it, but the 16 to 35 would be nice to have that range, mainly just for at home. I wouldn't vlog with it, it's too heavy. This is too heavy, a GoPro's too heavy. So I don't know about all that. I like the Olympus with a tiny lens outside for vlogging, or the GoPro on a much lighter bullshit piece of stick. Now moving on from the Sony reptilians, I wouldn't mind trying the Fuji GFX 100S. Little medium format in your life. Can you imagine that? Just what YouTuber is using that for video? It's a little extravagant, but it could be done. You get either the 63mm 2.8 or the 80mm 1.7. That might be your jam. It's a 0.79 crop factor. So I should have wrote down the equivalents because there's no way I'm doing that. But that would be your magic lens, 65-ish. Or you get that wide 23mm Tony 4, things like $8 million, weighs $4 million, and it costs $11. Now while Fuji is dead to me, it's up on Kijiji. I almost got scammed for it today. It was hilarious. This guy's like, you gonna ship it to BC? I'm like, yeah, okay. And so just send me the e-transfer, and once I get it, I'll send this to you. He sends me this email saying, okay, once you give me the tracking number, I'll give you the money. And it looked all official. Like he made his own thing. There was flashing lights, like a loading thing. It's like, oh, okay, no. So I text him back. I'm like, no, I can't do that. And he didn't say anything. He tried to scam my ass. You Fuji users. So scratch Fuji off the list. I don't accept. I wouldn't even go to a Halloween party with a Fuji theme. So Olympus, 150 to 400. It's too expensive to even think about. We're bouncing. We're bouncing around. You're on a stick. You're stuck in my pelvis. Can you imagine that thing? It has a built-in 1.4 times teleconverter. Stable as hell. It has the dual sync stabe. The wildlife that would be upon us. I couldn't even imagine the thing. I also, moving on from that bullshit, it's too expensive. 25mm 1.2. I could imagine it. It'd be a 2.4 equiv. That's bullshit. But it could look nice. Curious what an angry dad would look like on this stupid long stick. You stupid kid, you failed your report card. I told you to get an A+. Oh, why did you think 6 + 7 was 18? I taught you it was 12 from the day you were born. So I'm constantly thinking of gear that would be fun. Like, what could I get? There's like nothing. The 7 to 14, it's so heavy. Oh my God. We got books. We got helmets. Empty CD cases. More books. Waiting for your cat to bark? Who wouldn't want to read that? Stupid people. There's a teapot. Let's leave that. Freak house. Does this look stupid stuck in my gut? That's the only comfortable way to hold it. But yeah, there's really no Olympus lens that's better than that 12mm Tony 2 for vlogging. I tried putting that on this. It's too heavy, so far away. So my dream, if you held it like this with that 25mm, it would be doable for like one vlog, then you'd never use it again. I spend money in the dumbest places. But there's nothing for Olympus. They're not innovating. There's nothing better than what I have. There's nothing to look forward to in life. They sold their house. They sold it. When it comes to Canon, I wouldn't mind trying some of their cinema cameras. Just anything, even a C100 Mark II, but probably at least a C200, more like a C500 Mark, whatever the new one is. Oh, can you imagine that? Is there a lens? The 50mm 1.2, although it loses focus pretty bad, and it breathes hard on you, dragon breath, I don't think that would be good. The C70 with a speed booster, and something like a Sigma 24mm 1.4, I could do it. That'd be a studio rig. You could definitely do that. The 15 to 35, doable. What if we did narrow field of view? I just punched it in. There it is. There it is. It's there. I wouldn't mind trying the R3 with the 16mm, the tiny one, with the overkill huge camera. That'd be fun. It'd feel like it's not even on there, the lens. Last one I wouldn't mind trying is just the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Just to see, what's the cinematic mode look like? Is the 240 frames per second any good? Can I unsharpen it after and grade it to look better than most noobs who just post the shit, post their videos straight from their phone? Who's stopping me? I hear the footsteps. I was thinking Nikon, there's nothing I would want. Like I want to try the Z6 Mark II, but I know I wouldn't like it just because it doesn't have a flippy screen. And then you got to put a mirror on it. So, yeah, they're out. They have nothing. So let me know if there's anything exciting to buy. It's weird, like I have money, I'm willing to buy something, but there's nothing fun looking that I don't already have. Flat Earth Santa, you ruined our life. You gave us too much. What am I supposed to do with it all now? Use it and learn my craft? That ain't right. That's not what was supposed to happen. So how was this episode? Is it just too wide? I think at some point it's no longer even good. Like it's just too wide. It should be at least in there. How's that? I'm gonna go. I'm waiting for you to subscribe, by the way. Oh no.